In the last week, multiple members of the January 6th Select Committee have openly suggested that the committee is in fact looking at whether or not Donald Trump can be charged criminally with anything, actually, related to the committee's work. Liz Cheney, Adam Kinzinger, and of course Democrat Jamie Raskin have all made comments about this in the last week. So of course, it's captured all the headlines. Here's a headline from The Guardian. Trump could face charges for trying to obstruct certification of election, legal experts say. And while it's true, I'm not arguing with the legal experts on this because they're right. The problem is that is so far off in the future, off in the distance, that it's not even worth talking about right now. And part of the reason why this has blown up in the last week is, one, obviously, everybody loves to hear stories about Donald Trump possibly facing criminal charges. Let's be honest about that. Everybody wants that to happen, at least everybody except the MAGA hat wearers. So yes, it's going to draw attention. It's going to get people to click on your story. And the second reason, and this is something a lot of people who aren't necessarily in this business don't quite understand, it's Christmas time. That's a slow time for news. Granted, this year it's been a little more newsy than usual, but typically this is the time of year when outlets struggle to find stories. So they do stuff like this. They take up one simple comment of, of course we're looking at whether or not Trump could be charged criminally, ignoring the fact that all of these individuals also added, but we're looking at lots of different people who could be charged criminally. It wasn't just saying, we're going after Trump and we're going to find some. They said, of course he could, just like these other people could as well. We're looking at all of them. But this story is a failure of the media. We can't fall for these headlines like this, folks. And this one did, of course, grab my attention. One, because it's The Guardian, and I typically hold The Guardian in a little bit higher regard than I do other media outlets. But there was one on the Hill last week. I had seen it floating around some progressive news sites. And we all have to kind of take a step back and realize this ain't happening anytime soon. And even if that January 6th committee does find something prosecutable that Donald Trump did, they can't charge him. All they can do is put together their file, send it over to the U.S. Department of Justice, and say, we recommend criminal charges against these individuals. The Justice Department could look at them and say, no. And that's the end of it. Or they could say, all right, well, now that we have this, now we're going to impanel a grand jury. Now we're going to put together a special prosecutor. We're going to look into this a little bit deeper. Or they could just say, okay, we're going to charge him. Come on, get the handcuffs. Let's go for a good old-fashioned raid. There's lots of different ways this could happen, but honestly, I don't think any of them are going to happen anytime soon. So be a little weary, right? When you see headlines like that, when you see stories that say that, we're looking at criminal charges for Donald Trump, unless they're a prosecutorial body, take it with a grain of salt, because they're looking at a lot of different people with possibly a lot of different charges. Trump is just one of many at this point.